Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this stream. A stream where I won't be playing myself, but I will be showing a match for the semifinals with JimMaster123, aka Trombone Fish, versus BluePhoenix. And well, sadly, I didn't made it to the semifinals, so that's why I'm not commentating those matches myself, but I am showing the recordings of the people who did play those semifinals and finals. So well done on them already to reach this far in the tournament. I hope you enjoyed my previous videos where I tried my best and had a lot of practice matches and struggled to make my own deck work. Well, these guys are rocking with their decks, as you can see. Alright, before I continue with the match, let's have a quick look at their deck lists. They're both playing an Ironclad deck, and well, BluePhoenix is Diamond 1, JimMaster is Platinum 4, so they're both on the high leagues of the spectrum, so they have a lot of experience, but they are far from home with the equal matches. And BluePhoenix deck has Destructobots, Brothers in Arms, Wetland Deceivers, Boosting Elixir, Cabin Girls, Finite Loopers, Overchargers, Windmakers, True Shot Post, Veterans of War, and Joust Champions. I'm not sure what the last card was because I couldn't see it when I skipped through the video, so I could make this deck list on the Kitty Stormbound tools. But basically, it's a pretty strong deck. I think the True Shot Post, really good structure for the long term. Veterans of War is very strong. Windmakers, I think it's very, very strong as well. And well, enough strong early game cards. Brothers in Arms, 4 mana and for 3 strength. Wetlands Deceivers is very, very strong on equals. Boosting Elixir is good for the value. Same goes for Cabin Girls. So basically, BluePhoenix doesn't have a quick deck to destroy your opponent quick, but he needs to survive, get his True Shot Post up, and Veterans of War can threaten his base. Windmakers can deal with high strength threats on his own baseline, and Joust Champions might be very good when JimMaster plays his structure himself. In the meantime, I'm also having my chat open. I try to react on it a bit, but mostly I want to focus also on the match and do some commentating. I haven't done this before, so I most likely will struggle a little bit in keeping up with the pace. I improved the game speed to 120%, so when people are waiting for long turns, everything just goes a bit quicker. Right, so for the next player, JimMaster, aka Trombone Fish, his deck, North Sea Duck, Unstable Build, Brothers in Arms, First Mutineers. Well, I can read them up, you can also read them yourself, I guess. So, what is good? Well, Crazy Bombers is crazy good on the long game. Delicators, same as Veterans of War, threatening your opponent's baseline. Well, he doesn't have True Shot Post, but he has Siege Assembly. Think it's a bit weaker, at least for the board control, and both these decks are going for board control. And Siege Assembly can easily be countered by putting a 1-strength unit in front, and it has 1 less HP. So Joust Champions or something else can destroy it a bit more quicker. Yeah, Siege Breakers, which can be nice against True Shot Post, but he doesn't play any unstable builds. An unstable build can be really good, can also be very, very tricky. First Mutineer, not a big fan of it, but he might be good because he has Siege Assembly and Crazy Bombers and Delicators in the early turns, so he might cycle just a bit quicker. So, and might be good to get some front and reach the True Shot Post from his opponent. Emerald Towers, well, I'm kinda looking forward to see that in action. I've played against it myself and it was super annoying. And I had Mech Workshop, so that isn't the fastest building. Another good counter against Emerald. I would prefer to have a True Shot Post myself, so I destroy all the units in front. And well, BluePhoenix does have a true shot post, so those might counter each other out very well. So what's happening right now, I'm just speaking and nothing else. I will set the video on play and then we can see the match start. If you want a video with my face on it, then let me know. Otherwise I will just have it focused on the match. So without further ado, I will start this video. And now they're both fighting already. Alright, so I cannot see what BluePhoenix has in hand. It was Stormbound's JimMaster's recording. So I think it's nice. Cycle it out, get a cabin girls. Like, you cannot get a lot more value out of it. And Crazy Bombers was a good cycle to remove anyway. So what is playing? Finite Loopers, strong. They don't have any epics nor legendaries. At least not for the kingdom, so no Link Golem combination. It's always good. So what will he play? I think I will slow down the recording just to 100%, otherwise I cannot keep up. And hey, Nameless King, Skykami, Kitty, Valcrew, welcome all to the stream. Hope you will enjoy it. Feel free to give some suggestions and feedback on how I do this stream. So it's an interesting turn where you don't have a lot of value. Not sure why he didn't play a different card. Like I would imagine if he had Siege Breakers or Emerald Towers or Siege Assembly, I would have chosen one of those cards just because it had more strength. But well, you didn't choose for it. Siege Assembly right in front of his Finite Loopers might be a very interesting play, because then it's a guaranteed 6 strength and it kills it. But he doesn't choose to do it because for Emerald Towers, but you need to have the most value. This is 7. I would have preferred the Siege Assembly play, a bit trickier. But overall, this way he keeps his front and makes sure that his opponent doesn't play true shot post, because if he does play true shot post, well, he can get screwed. But then he cannot destroy both of these units. But maybe he was afraid that his whole front base would be rampaged, because the opponents might play Veterans of War, or well, he can play Cabin Girls, Brothers in Arms, put a lot of pressure on. Interesting, push it forward this much, but it's better that the Siege Assembly cannot find a good spot. Well, most likely I think he will play Brothers in Arms, psych out this one, maybe to get another 3 mana. That's not what he wants. So I think, yeah, this way he removes his front, this balances it out. It's a bit scary though, because he now has 2 1-strength units and his opponent also plays Wetland Deceivers. So I don't think BluePhoenix will try anything to destroy these units, but just cycles his way through the Wetland Deceivers. Might be that JimMaster is waiting for his boosting elixir, because I think on the lower level it's only boosting on bordering and not surrounding. So that's something going on. Well, North Sea Dark won't see any value at the moment. Crazy Bombers might be a good turn to keep, because he can play Cabin Girls and Siege Breakers. He just played his Windmakers, so he doesn't have to be scared of the placing them horizontally. Well, definitely if he is gonna play Siege Breakers and Cabin Girls, I would put Siege Breakers right in front. If it is Cabin Girls right in front, he has like 3 1-strength units. It's like the ultimate Wetland Deceivers. And I think he wants to deny his enemy some front. Well, I want to say great minds think alike, but it sounds maybe a bit too narcissistic. Well, if he is gonna play Wetland Deceivers, he's gonna do it real quick. And he was gonna choose left or right. Yes, this makes sense, right? He's playing it on the borders. I wouldn't play it on the most left and right columns, just for the fact that JimMaster has a siege assembly. And if he plays a siege assembly, you want to play them on the left corner or the right corner, because then no units can move one to the left. For example, if you place a siege assembly right here, it will place a Veterans of War right there, and you cannot deal with the 7 strength. Oh, this is by far the best play. Deals 10 value. Also the big guy out of his hand. Not sure if he needed to play it right here or there, because if the Finite Loopers would have spawned his token forward, or yeah, for BluePhoenix precision forward, then he could have played an Veterans of War in front line, combined with Brothers in Arms, for example. Well, this would have been the craziest turn for crazy bombers. You cannot have it all. Blue is, yeah, and then unstable build most likely for this one. So, 2 mana for 3 damage. Most likely BluePhoenix won't attack it directly anymore. If he needs to deal with something, it is the cabin girls and the crazy bomber rodents. It's heading inside his base. So, what is going to happen right now? Oh, that's a good turn as well. Next turn, these will move 1 up, and this knights will destroy these knights. So this guy gets another 1 value. Bit disturbed by this play, so it most likely BluePhoenix didn't have anything else to pressure. He might even go all in, right? Put Delicators right there, and then an Overchargers. Well, Siege Breakers, Delicators. Not sure what you're thinking about, but just do it. Your opponent just play Windmaker, so even Siege Breakers behind this guy is safe. You can always think about why would you go for Siege Assembly? You're gonna have so much pressure going on. But hey, he needs to play Siege Breakers. He needs to do it quick. So he has like 5 going in already. Next turn, so what can this opponent play? He has Joust Champions, and he has 3 mana remaining. But at least these guys are all done. And if he has something like Brothers in Arms, would be nice. We play defensively. Yes, he will. So that's a lot of value in clearing the board. But I don't think it will be enough, because the Siege Assembly is staying alive, dealing with this. And he might even just go all in. For example, he can use Delicators to clean this up, Overcharges to clean it up, and then has 2 mana left for North Sea Dog. Just place it in front here or something. And then your opponent doesn't have any front anymore. And from that point forward, he will just be counting on your Siege Assembly getting value in and going ham on the base. Is that what I would do? Will he do the 1 damage? Because this is 2 more value, so it makes sense to also play Cabin Girls. But I think the front is more important. If you didn't want this guy to survive, he could have played... he cycled out his first Mutineer. So if he didn't cycle out his first Mutineer, then you could use that one to destroy the 1 strength. He's choosing this way. I don't think it would matter anymore. Even if he plays his True Shot post right here, for example, then what will he do? This will just shoot and shoot and shoot. Two-shot post will survive one turn, but then that's it. It's very hard to get a unit right there. It's not a. This is like hello to my crazy bombers. And now his overchargers will just deal with the. I'm not a big fan of his sideway movement. Not a big fan at all. I think it's very awkward because if it was standing right there, it would have been better. Even backward, this would be the best spot because then the overcharge would get in and the construct token would die on the rodent. So it's again that he's using his crazy bombers sideways. Maybe it's a gangster thing or something. But besides that, I really like all his plays. I wouldn't do much different. But then there's no synergy with constructs. But yes, boosting elixir. Yeah. Every second this thing is alive. It's just a set turn for BluePhoenix. Just boom, another 3 value. Think he can just psych out boosting elixir or something. Or unstable build because cannot put any unstable build anywhere. I would be scared to put a siege assembly in top of a siege assembly, just for the fact that his opponent has Joust champions. So I wouldn't recommend that. So if I would put a siege assembly, I would put it right there. In any other case, I would go with this play, where a siege assembly in front of a siege assembly is good because it kills his siege assembly. Not sure about this play. I would have preferred that he plays something right here. Then he forces his opponent to stack unstable build or the knights. Now you can only deal with the knights and put some veterans of war in front. And then this siege assembly would have destroyed these 3 pirates, because he's not gonna in any rush to win. He just needs to stabilize his second siege assembly. If he stabilizes with his second siege assembly, it's gonna be super impossible. It's already super impossible. Most likely, he will go with an aggressive stance. I'd have thought he would go for destroys front. But this is exactly why I was scared that he put a siege assembly in front of a siege assembly. Yeah, I think he's just giving up. He has 6 mana left. He doesn't do anything. Or thinking about it. Interesting decision. I think he's betting on an... I don't know what he's betting on. Psycho out in Emerald Towers, I guess. Never gonna psycho out first Mutineer. Guess you want to destroy some of his strength, or at least the whole stuff in front here. Just for any chance, how much direct damage can you do? He has an overcharge and a windmakers, so that's 3 damage, and then he has Joust champions for another 3. Doesn't trigger its ability on the base, so that's 6. So you never know. Doesn't have enough mana, but I don't know. Just removing 1 damage right here could have been nice, just to be safe. Place it right here. Can also be done. It's the end though. This Emerald Tower is going to buff up these guys for 2. Man, I need some water. Talking and talking the whole time. Hope you guys still enjoy it. Well, if he's playing like this, then it's, I think, already GG. You can put crazy bombers and delegators right there. And then he has 1 mana left. Just clear it up. That's what he's doing. Can also go for an overcharges and a North Sea Duck right in front. Just hoping for a 3 mana cost to go with an overchargers. For example, Brothers in Arms or First Mutineer. Well, flooding the gates. Well, this is the card that is missing on his deck list. It is flooding the gates. So there it is. Very close. But it's good that his JimMaster finally took care of BluePhoenix's frontline. Well, at this point, 1 damage. Put a siege assembly right here. Would place it behind the Emerald Towers, or doesn't really matter much. Biggest thing that could happen is this would be cleared. Not sure about these tokens are already there. The delegators. Yeah, it was. But the JimMaster has already so much value out of his structures. It's very difficult. Interesting. He might go for this. But he needs to clear this one up. He has something. Well, that's a game. Not sure if he just conceded or that he didn't solve the siege assembly. It's also late on the timer. Well played to JimMaster for his first win. Oh, that's skip a bit for the next one as well. We're gonna have a match in a minute. There he is. So let's put the speed back on. Also update the scores on the screen. Yeah, very well played. Alright, let's continue with the second match. Let's see if BluePhoenix can do something awesome and show his prowess on Diamond 1 against JimMaster123. Everything can happen. If you have a good hand, good draws, good cycle, good carousel of cards, then magic happens all over the place. Cycles another crazy bombers on his first turn. Well, this hand doesn't look as good as his first hand. Wasting 1 strength there, still okayish. Emerald Towers. I don't think he was gonna play this anytime soon. Like, for example, this is so. If the BluePhoenix would now have his true shot post and would have placed it right here, that would have been game. Because basically JimMaster cannot do anything if BluePhoenix plays his true shot post, but he didn't have enough mana because he just gained 5 mana. Whatever. Interesting. He's going for the very aggressive siege assembly. Well, at least it's 5 mana, 6 strength. So looking at all the other cards he had, even value wise, it makes the most sense. But now BluePhoenix will definitely kill this knight and make it almost impossible for his opponent to deal with the pirates attacking. It's gonna be delegators. Psycho out first mutineer. You might want to keep first mutineer if you're afraid of his true shock post. Yeah, you need to have that's the most value. I don't think there's any other. Alright, what can he do with 6 mana? Windmakers, clear this one off. And then Destructor Bots would have been really nice. Ooh, horrible turn. Wasting 2 mana. It's not something you would like to do. So at this point, you can play North Sea Dark right here. And then overcharges it. Wait. Do the North Sea Duck. Come on, dude. Oh, he could have spawned there. Sorry. Obviously, it has this effect. Takes forward and pinging his opponent's base for 1. Alright, the pressure is on. Might be playing unstable builds, but I think he wants to have some value. Well, Delegate is an unstable build. It's 10 value, and this is 9. The crazy thing is that he got Crazy Bombers back. So most likely he was waiting to cycle it. Otherwise it would have been a bit more scary. Because he doesn't have a lot of movement guys. And then his opponent could have played Veterans of War right here. Alright, he's playing very defensively. Sadly for... Well, you will just play Crazy Bombers. Here. For 9 value, or 10 value. This is still 9 value. Not sure if he wants to... Might even play Crazy Bombers right here. Soak up the 2 damage. But at least Crazy Bombers is also very defensively. But this... It's 3, 8. But likely Capping Girls will be played in front of the Knights. Yeah, that was my door slamming. Sorry for that. This was an explosion. I live in a very dangerous area in the Netherlands. With a lot of people producing weed or dropping grenades in front of coffee shops. And those aren't coffee shops where you drink coffee. But for the rest, I really like my neighborhood. Close by a supermarket. But so far my neighborhood, I guess. Well, overcharges need to do something. Because he wants to keep his front. This isn't the way to keep his front. Not sure why he wants to ping 1 damage. It's all about board. And he lost it. So I think from this point forward, it will go very, very bad. He needs to hope for Windmakers. At least that's an 8 mana value card for 4 strength. And maybe deal with the rest. Place it right here. Push this one guy. Veterans of War. But nah, this is not going smooth for BluePhoenix. What will you do? How will you cycle unstable build? No, I want to have unstable build. I think I would prefer that one. And he can just cycle the shit card out of his hand. Like Siege Breakers, Boosting Elixir, Emerald Tower right here. So then it's protected. Emerald Towers is the death, not mana. Whatever. This way he doesn't get front. He needs to deal with this. Opponent plays Siege Assembly or something with Delicators to put the front. And it's game. Or he might go for an Emerald Tower. Be annoying. I think both are equal. But depending a bit on if he can cycle into a 2 mana card, but he just played Unstable Build. Yeah, at this point BluePhoenix is just doing some damage control. Just getting even another 1 value, which is nice for JimMaster. Maybe even just cycle Brothers in Arms or cycle Siege Assembly, Emerald Towers, Brother in Arms, and another 1 card. Like get a big train coming up. This is a very good combination. Yeah, so definitely doesn't have to be afraid that his Siege Assembly will be destroyed. A 2 strength cast, a 2 strength unit in front will give BluePhoenix a lot of opportunities to place a 1 strength unit in front to minimize the value out of a Siege Assembly. This guy's just cycling inside a new Siege Assembly, which is pretty good for him. Nice, clean it up, but then he doesn't have mana. Receiving 2 damage already. What will he do? I think he will just play. Well, he doesn't want to play any units in front of here. This might want to play Siege Assembly right there. Brothers in Arms. It's 8. I'm gonna place a Kevin Gulls right there. He's very annoying. Or be just very aggressive. Like Kevin Gulls right there. And a Siege Assembly in front of the Jousting Champions. Not sure why he would choose his Brothers in Arms over a Kevin Gulls. I need to play anything. I maybe would have liked to go very aggressive, and because the opponent BluePhoenix cannot kill JimMaster, and if he places the Kevin Gulls right here, it becomes very tricky. Now he can destroy Siege Assembly. I think it would have been better if the Siege Assembly was positioned here if you want to keep the board presence going on. And then the Kevin Gulls could have placed right here. So if you want to move 1 tile forward, it becomes very awkward. But this is super sad for BluePhoenix that he is unlucky enough to not block both or destroy this one and place a unit here. But I think it was already game. So GG. And that makes the score 2-0. And it was a best out of 3.